So what will be on your Thanksgiving table this year? If you say turkey, you're in good company. 92% of us will carve up that bird. And if you're like a whopping 99%, the meal just won't be complete without pie. So what are some new trends for this Thanksgiving, and how can you save time and make the same stuff with a modern twist? Madison Mayberry, a food and entertaining expert, is here with a little history lesson. Good morning, Madison.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Great to have you on the Morning Blend. Let's talk a little bit about this survey that you did and what are some of the most interesting findings from it?
Absolutely. Well, America's Thanksgiving Table is a survey conducted by Pillsbury to see what people are serving this year around the nation. And we found that a lot of people are willing and looking to mix things up. But we also found that people are really excited about cooking for their family, but at the same time, they're a little bit stressed out about preparing this big meal for everybody. So they're looking for tips, tricks to keep things easy, as well as some new takes on traditional favorite recipes.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. What kinds of things are people doing? What are they serving now, or different ways that they're making things easier?
Yes, well, before anybody gets too worried, like you mentioned, the turkey is not going anywhere. 9 in 10 people are still planning on serving their turkey. But where we're really seeing a lot of movement and a lot of interest is mixing up the sides, the breads, and even the pies. Still keeping the pies, but doing a little something different. So to keep things easy, I tell people don't worry about preparing everything from scratch. You can do some things from scratch, and then we have products like the pie crust and the Pillsbury crescent rolls that make getting meals to the table, especially on Thanksgiving, incredibly easy. So make a little bit from scratch, and then you get a little help as well.
I love that suggestion. And in fact, the pie crust that you have there on the table is one that I used last week to make a pie because we had a bunch of apples. Honestly, it's so good. I don't know why people would make a pie crust from scratch.
You know what, we heard a lot of people say that, hey, I want to make a pie from scratch, but I'm a little worried about the pie crust. I either don't have time or I don't know how to make the pie crust. And thankfully, we have this really easy pie crust. All you have to do is unroll it, press it into the pie plate, and then the real fun part is when you put the fillings in. And these two recipes are a great example of taking a traditional favorite and putting a modern twist on it. So I have a salted caramel pecan pie to die for. That salted caramel flavor profile is so popular. So people, the traditionalists will still see their pecan pie, but when you taste it, you'll be surprised at how great it is. And then down here, pumpkin spice latte pie. So taking those traditional flavors of pumpkin pie, which is bar none the favorite pie at Thanksgiving, and putting that coffee shop twist on it.
Both of those sound delicious. What other dishes do you have there?
You know, one fun way to mix things up is to take the crescents and put those Thanksgiving flavors inside them. So we have the traditional sweet potato casserole, and over here we have the sweet potato casserole crescents. So inside the crescent, we've put sweet potatoes and pecans and marshmallows and all those yummy things that you know and love about sweet potato casserole, and wrapped it up in a crescent. We also have like this really great recipe for apple pie crescents, where you take an apple, wrap it up in the crescent, and bake it. It's almost as good as apple pie.
That sounds delicious. What other dishes are there?
You know, over here is a fun way to dress up the bread basket. 3 in 4 Americans say they're still going to pass the bread basket at Thanksgiving. This is a unique way to add a little color and make it look a little dressier. It's just a crescent roll brushed with some fresh herbs and a little bit of butter, and they're incredibly tasty. And then also this corn and poblano casserole. We found that a lot of people want to incorporate some of their heritage or their family favorite recipes. So hey, if you love Mexican night at home, why not bring it to the Thanksgiving table in a unique way by incorporating corn and poblanos and all those great flavors. So taking those traditional recipes, those traditional ingredients, and just doing something a little different to move the conversation forward.
Sounds delicious. And where can people go for those recipes and more information?
You know, we have all of the recipes you've seen here and a whole bunch more at Pillsbury.com.
Awesome. Great to talk to you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.